Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here with the great drummer Matt Wilson. So, Matt, you've been with Litchfield for how many years now? Jazz camp.
I've been with the jazz camp. Actually, this is just my fourth year of teaching here.
Wow.
But I think I've played the festival 17 or 18 times.
Wow.
In the history.
A long time,
different projects, my own and different folks. Yeah.
So, what are the projects you're doing this year? You tell people on the camera?
Yeah, I'm here this year with playing with a project put together by Gary Simoleon, which is some great music that George Coleman had a sextet or a larger group back in the day.
That's great.
So we're kind of doing that music today. Bill Lee, Spike Lee's father arranged some of it. Frank Foster did some. George did some himself. So we're doing it with myself, Avery Sharp on the bass, and Onaji Allen Gums on the piano, along with Gary, of course, on Barry, Chris Allen on alto, Dave Ballou on trumpet, and Don Braden, Eric Alexander, and my good friend Jeff Letter on tenor.
Wow, that's a wonderful lineup.
It's a great lineup. Yeah, it's really fun.
And we get the Ambrose Akin, sorry.
Yeah, a great band.
Yeah.
Woo! Lots of spin.
A few questions. Talking about education and such, what do you think about jazz camps nowadays? They must be like kind of replacing the old ways of the teacher mentorship kind of thing, you know.
I'm not sure if I think it is doing some replacement, but I think it's in a way I think it's actually rebuilding, can help in rebuilding those relationships that we have, because it's a great chance for young folks to be around. This is my third one of this season. I did Centrum in Port Townsend, Washington, Stanford, and then here. But I think it's a great opportunity for young musicians to be around the musicians, the elder musicians, for a long period of time, a week, and see them eat. The whole thing is see them in different situations, see them put together in groups in different situations. Mostly they get to go see them play and maybe get to ask them a question, but they're there around them this much time. So I think they create relationships. I know I've created relationships with great young musicians all summer doing these. So some people that I'm really keeping my ear out for,
Yeah, exactly.
This young alto player a few weeks ago in Centrum, named Allie from Kansas City. I'd have her in a band right now. She's going to enter her freshman year at UMKC in Kansas City.
Wow, that's great.
So she's really great.
Already getting,
I'm already have her in my radar, about people.
So for people who aren't really familiar with your backgrounds, can you tell us a little bit how you got started in the music and how you kind of got involved with jazz? I
grew up in West Central Illinois, where there wasn't we didn't have a lot of jazz, obviously. But there was a lot of stuff going around. Matter of fact, I always tell this story that a good friend of mine who's now a doctor, in one time within 1 week, I was 15, he was 16, we went to see Clark Terry in the Quad Cities. This is 1 week. Clark Terry in 1 week, Dizzy Gillespie in Western Illinois University, and then his band, and then Oscar Peterson solo at the University of Illinois within 1 week. So, it was out there, and we found it, and we went after it, So it was great. And then I went to camps, and I was really lucky. I feel like I was the last generation of people that could really be part of the mentoring way. So I was able to do that for my years with Dewey Redman and all kinds of other folks.
Cool. So, who were some of the drummers that you studied with when you were coming up? Well,
ironically, right now there's a few of us from what I call the I-74 corridor, and it's sort of involved in the New York scene. I mean, I'm the elder one of them, and I've been there the longest. But Greg Ward, great alto player, he's from Peoria. Adam Larson, who is from Bloomington, and John Tate is a great bassist, is from Galesburg. John Tate's father taught accounting at my high school, Knoxville High School, and Adam's father was my drum teacher as a kid. Cool. So I have this relationship with him. But after that, I went to Wichita State University, and during that time, I got a National Endowment for the Arts grant, and I studied with Ed Sof for a summer in North Haven, Connecticut.
Cool.
And that summer is when I first came to New York and got to see New York and everything. So
Tell us about New York when you first came, because it must have been what year did you come, or around what time?
Well, living in New York, I've been there for 20 years, right around now. But the first time I ever visited New York was the summer of 1984, and I came down with some friends from Boston, and they dropped me off at the Village Vanguard, and I went to see Elvin Jones. And the next night, I saw Elvin Jones and Philly Joe Jones in the same night. And it's ironic, I just filmed a little thing like this because I'm for the I'm doing my debut as a leader at the Village Vanguard September 4th through 9th.
Wow,
so
great! Yeah,
the very first place I ever was in New York City, literally was out of the car, walked into the Vanguard door, and went down the steps. So it's,
and now it's a full circle.
Now it's full circle. I played there a lot, you know, but now to get the lead there is something else.
Wow, it must have been a little bit of a talk getting Lorraine to make that happen, right?
You know what? Not, this time, no, she phoned me, so it was great. Yeah, we're all really looking forward to it. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, what are your aspirations in the future for projects that you have coming up? You have the Vanguard. What else do you have?
That's with Arts and Crafts. I think my next recording project most likely will be the Matt Wilson Quartet, which is Jeff Lederer, Kirk Konefke, Chris Lightcap, and myself with strings. We did that here last summer, and we were at Newport the year before. So I think that will be the next project that we.
Cool. Chris was at Williams College with Andy Jaffe.
Yeah.
He's there a little bit before me.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Andy.
Yeah.
You know, he's my mentor. So.
Yeah. So it's, and I have a lot of other things. You know, I do a lot of outreach things. I'm going to do a solo tour coming up. I'm trying all kinds of different things all the time.
That's great, man. So where can people check out your music?
They can go to my website, and I don't really sell anything off of it as of yet, but mattwilsonjazz.com.
Cool.
And I just released this year my 10th record as a leader.
Right.
And I think now coming up, I record coming up, and I think it might be I think I've gone past the 310 mark now or something as far as Sideman recording. So kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's great, man. Yeah, you're getting up there. Man.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I'm sure you'll pass the 500 soon.
I hope so. If the recording business holds out, we'll see.
Well,
but the whole thing about me is community with this music. I love the community. I love the folks playing it. I love the folks that are around it. I love the fans. I love everything about it. So it's a real joy to be around the music.
Well, Matt, thanks a lot for doing this quick interview, and now we'll check you out on the stage.
All right. We'll see you. Thank you.